Hello, 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 everybody. We decided that all three of us would come on today after the explosive day we had yesterday, um, and try to sum up the unbelievable kabooms from yesterday. Anyway, one thing I'd like to say is um, what I took out of yesterday in general is ONPASSIVE has, and I said this yesterday, has reached out in a helping hand to the elderly and a hand that would make
Sorry,
young.
I'm having trouble understanding right
Hold on.
now. Please try a little later.
That's supposed to be artificial intelligence, guys. I didn't say a word to it. Anyway, and a welcoming hand to young people, right? Because if you look at OConnect just by itself, the new generation are going to love it. Look at the videos that the company are doing, 17 to 30 seconds, and say the whole picture at one time. It's amazing. The now generation is they want things quickly, and they can absorb it quickly. I get it. You know, back when I was younger, it was like you had three channels on your TV, and the news was at 6. It wasn't 24/7 like it is now. We get more news from some guy with a phone than we get from Action News at night. Just a different world, and ONPASSIVE is moving into that world. In fact, going ahead of everyone else, and I think that's magnificent. Really, I'm not going to talk a lot right now. I'm going to turn it over to Red. I'm going to check my YouTube channel. First, I want to say, welcome TikTok. You're here too. I know you can't see the two gentlemen that are with me, but when I do get the key from TikTok, we'll all be on one screen. But I want to welcome everybody from TikTok and thank you for joining. I see all the names of people. Thank you very much. And whatever you can do to enhance what's going on my TikTok, I'd appreciate it big time. Thank you very much. Anyway, let me turn over to Red Redford. Oh, by the way, if you come to our YouTube channel, look up ONPASSIVE, Marty DeGarmo, Red Redford, Chris Johnson, doesn't matter. And you can see us every day, every day between 11 o'clock in the morning and 12 noon. All three of us come on during that time. Anyway, yeah, and anytime we do a video, boom, Marty DeGarmo ONPASSIVE. If I do a video, if you subscribe, you'll get it. Anyway, let me turn over to Red, and we'll keep this show going.
Thanks very much, Marty. You're looking extremely smart there with your ears lowered. Very smart young man today. But many people have noticed that. It's taken at least about half a day off you, age-wise, something like that. Anyway, sorry and apologies. I wasn't with everybody last night on the Burj Khalifa and OConnect live. I had prior arrangements. The wedding of the year is imminent, and I have father of the bride duties, amongst other things that I have to attend. So apologies for that. But I have spent most of the day today going over the video that was on quite a lot of the YouTube channels, listening to our CEO, watching obviously what happened on the Burj Khalifa as well, and bringing myself up to date generally with what happened yesterday. If you are not excited and if you are not fired up by what you envisaged and saw yesterday, then I want to give you a bit of a header wobble, shake you about a little bit, give you some rocket fuel, because it was, as the ticker tape said at the bottom of this page, what a day. Started off on OConnect and the Burj Khalifa. We did really well on numbers on OConnect, by the way, guys. It started off at about 25,000, and I think overall we had well over 50,000 on OConnect in total. So that was great to see, and also great that it didn't blink either with that amount of people. Remember the days of Zoom when we were using getting close to 20,000, 17,000, all got glitchy. You weren't allowed to put anything in the chat and emojis because it kept throwing you out, etc. Not with O Connect. So it was great to see. So we'll start off with the laser light show on Burj Khalifa. Again, it was jam-packed, told a completely new story of what O Connect is going to bring to the world, and I really, really loved it. There was some different colors in there, and if you noticed, the very first page of that, it had the little robot dragging it all the way to the top of the Burj Khalifa. Pretty cool stuff, and it obviously a call to action through ONPASSIVE as well. Big thanks to O Media, and especially to the man himself, CMO Mohammed Nassal. He is the guy that really puts all that together. Now, talking of O Media, guys, myself and Chris have shared this onto our Facebook pages. O Media have a brand new YouTube channel, and it is at O Media by ONPASSIVE. Go and check it out. There's a lot of videos in there that you won't see on the ONPASSIVE YouTube channel itself. This is designed and designated solely for O Media, and it's got a lot of the new AI videos that have been kicking about of lately. Olena, she's there talking, and if you scroll through the videos, there's one of Ash Mufareh as well, talking about the 4 pillars. Very interesting, and to see that AI technology being used and what ONPASSIVE and O Media are going to be doing, it certainly is worth subscribing to it. So you can either go to myself or Chris's Facebook pages, click on the YouTube that is there, and obviously subscribe to it as well. O Media by ONPASSIVE. Right then, I don't know quite how we're going to do this, but I'll start off, and if any of you guys want to chip in and talk about what we are talking about as far as the recap is concerned and to expand it, just feel free. I am reading off the very good notes that Daryl Cook, Janet Butler, and Peter Serrer all put together. These are going to be available, guys, very shortly, if they're not there already, in the O Founders back office under the updates section. So without further ado, let's get going. So Mr. Mufareh came on and he said, thank you so much for everyone who's attending, to explain what we were going to talk about, why we weren't using the paid version of O Connect today, announcements for new developments and platforms that has never been mentioned, and this is going to be presented by O Media, going live with the debit card information about that, information also about O Verify being rolled out, the winners of the YouTube contest, and also a little bit about what happened last week as well, which we're not going to dwell on. There is far better things to be talking about than a little bump in the road that we had last week. So he recapped a little bit, started off by thanking everybody who was involved with Pakistan Independence Day and also India Independence Day. If you have been on O Media or been on any of the YouTube channels, official ones from ONPASSIVE, you will know that our very own COO, Mohammed Kamal, he did a flag raising ceremony over there in Hyderabad. Very good it was. Not quite sure about the salute, but it was still very good anyway, which is great to see it. Mohammed Nassal then joined the panel, and Susan McRae said that he looked like a hero. And to be fair, he said the only hero here is Mr. Ash. He's always full of compliments, isn't he, for Mohammed Nassal, for Mr. Ash Mufareh himself. Ash then started explaining why we are not using O Connect, and then she said it's because he didn't want to present it to us before the actual release. They are still doing some final testings, and this has been in process now for about 4 months, but it really is paramount, and we all 3 of us have been saying this for a very long period of time now, that we have to nail O Connect when it goes commercial to the public. He anticipates this is going to be very, very short period of time for the final bits and pieces. He said we will have one package to start off with. This is going to be lasting for 90 days, and he did dig details of what it was. But there's also going to be a free version of OConnect as well, guys, that's going to take up to 300 people, and this is unlimited time. So already just that one part is heads and shoulders above any other video conferencing solution that is out there as well. If you want to know the exact amounts of money of what these packages going to cost for the 90 days, just go to any of our YouTube channels, and around about 2 hours 40 or thereabouts, you'll get that information. On top of all of this, whatever you are paying for OConnect, this includes commissions. There is going to be another meeting, and we are going to be talking specifically about costings and commissions, etc. Ash didn't want to dwell on it too much because it really does need to be a completely separate entity, so we all understand it correctly and not mixed in with updates. And in fact, yesterday it was jam-packed, wasn't it, really, with so many updates from so many places that we almost ran out of time, and there was plenty there that wasn't told, and I am extremely confident that this coming week there is going to be another meeting to bring us more up to date with more information that is going to be coming from the company itself. He also said that the day that we go commercial is the day that the founders 1 year will start from. That was he mentioned that. He also mentioned as well that when the verifying part of our accounts happens, not only will you see the $97 put back into the funding account of your O wallet, but you're also going to be getting another bonus as well of $10 just for verifying. So add that to the 10 that's already there, plus the other 10 from O-Verify. It will give you a nice little start for you to be able to put towards any of the paid products and services of OnPassive of $117 US. He said, if you have been sharing and subscribers prior to our launch, there is going to be people within this business who are going to start off from that very early stage on 6 figures. And he said he wouldn't be surprised that this will turn into a 7-figure salary within on an annual potential. That really is the beauty about what OnPassive is going to be doing to so many people. I mean, 6 figures and 7 figures, they're pretty obscene figures, aren't they, really? But most people here should be able to attain a good level within a very short period of time. Obviously, if you've pre-built your client base, like many of you have there already, then it's going to stand you in very good stead. But if you've done nothing, then unfortunately don't expect too much right at the beginning. You will have to build this base as you are going along. OConnect will be the best internet webinar viewing platform ever. There is no comparison when comparing costs and also quality with the features. He said, we are different because we are going to be sharing that revenue of the commissions with the affiliates. The live draw then happened, and wasn't that exciting? All 5 founders were picked out, and the first one of $10,000 went to Morocco. Second was Philippines, third Czech Republic, and the last 2 were India. There is a video on the OnPassive official YouTube channel that gives the names of these winners as well. If you want to know who they are, just go over to the official OnPassive YouTube channel, and all of that information will be there. Ash congratulated the winners as well, and it was great to see. You know, it was extremely well entered by the foundership, by the users and the affiliates of OnPassive. We hadn't been given the exact numbers of how many people did do it, but you only have to look at those YouTube number now, and it is into the hundreds of thousands now that people have done that as well. Ash then talked about the OnPassive Master and Visa cards. He said it is a very complex process to cover globally, because each country has different laws, regulations, etc. For debit cards to be used, but it will be rolled out first of all into India, I believe, and then obviously it will go around the world. But remember, guys, with the cards, it is the company that will be putting the money onto it, not yourself. Okay, obviously we haven't got the details of this, but I'm sure that when we have another webinar, all of this will be brought to our attention and we'll know more about it. Ash also talked about a new office that was revealed for Omedia. This is specifically for AI, artificial intelligence, and it is the very first ever completed AI media robotic platform. Very exciting stuff, very up to date with what is going on. You only had to switch on the TV now, don't you? And almost everywhere people are talking about artificial intelligence being used in one way, shape, or form. What Omedia are doing are really upping their game and integrating it within their business. They also went on to talk about the types of avatars that we'll be using, and you can select different ones, etc. The AI reporter now can interact with students and interviews. It's not just what you tell it to do, it can actually interact. I mean, that is just crazy, isn't it, really? Next generation robotics and also AI driven things that we see now that are about. It's going to be revolutionary, and this is many thanks to Dr. Susan, and she wanted to present this. She's been working incredibly dedicated with her teams to bring this to reality. She's now traveling on her annual vacation, and she's also actually recovering from a little bit of surgery as well. So we send her the best wishes and a speedy recovery for that. So it will be a mix of real people and obviously robotics, but it is there as a standalone business of Omedia, and obviously companies will be using their services, and Omedia will obviously be helping these businesses not only within OnPassive but also externally. We have professionals from many sectors, he said, in the media world working on this project. One professional is the main editor from a top newspaper company, and also of many decades in Egypt, many years of experience in the television world, make up his team at the moment. That's great to know, isn't it, that we've got, again, the top of the top professionals who are here working for us in the company. This service has already been ordered from a major department in a country where we have an office. Like I was saying, Omedia is there to help businesses as well. This major partnership will be announced in September. A presentation with Olena. This is the video that myself and Chris have shared onto social media, and you can get that as well by going over to Omedia by OnPassive YouTube channel, and you can see that yourself there as well. Ash also shared from his phone an avatar of himself doing a presentation. That's on the Omedia YouTube channel as well. Ashley then gave Dr. Susan some thanks of the incredible ethical team of Omedia. Then Ash talked a little bit about Verify, how it's all going to work. He shared a downloadable document that gave a lot of information about what Verify is going to be, how it's all going to work, etc. I hope you all managed to do that and had a good read of it as well. Obviously, we will get the right information when we need it of how it's all going to be rolled out and how we will be able to verify it as well. Ash then showed the edited version of the Burj Khalifa presentation. That is also on the onpassive.com official YouTube channel. That's there now as well. You can have a look at it. Absolutely amazing. And don't they edit it really quickly now as well, so that they can get it out as into the marketplace as well. He also said that the top winner of the 10,000 US dollars was Yusuf Al Mestina. Okay, and he was from Morocco, and he donated £1,000, US dollars to the O Bless project, which is absolutely fantastic. Ash then mentioned that OnPassive has been invited to conventions by companies like HPE and Dell. They are obviously hardware manufacturers within the computer where around the world, and recognized Mr. Murad and others who have met in Orlando for attending these events. Ash also recognized COO Mohammed Kamal's amazing work and promoting of ONPASSIVE to the people in the United Arab Emirates and the world itself. He's doing a sterling job, isn't he, over in Hyderabad as well. He said that ONPASSIVE really is the school for IT sectors. That, guys, was the update as far as Ashmi Farah is concerned. We then had speakers coming on who were asking questions. I'm now going to hand it over to Marty and Chris. They can cover that part of it. But it's safe to say it really was a packed full information overload of what is happening. We are literally very, very close. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to be coming our way very quickly, possibly starting from Monday. So let's wait and see. That's it from me. Over to you, Marty.
Chris, do you want to go or me?
You can go, buddy. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to cover a little different side of what Red said. Obviously, he covered a lot. You know, when you hear about, here's one thing I want to get in everybody's head. Especially if you're not caught up. Yesterday could have been a little overwhelming. It was fantastic overload. Not sure if that's a word, but I'm using it today. Fantastic information overload. And take the time, and I want to say this. If you, which I've got some emails of people that, well, what is this and what does that mean? Here's the point. Whatever was said, and you might have a little bit, I'm not sure exactly what it meant. It's all good news. And when it gets down to the fine detail, which Red brought up, when he talks about specific things, it will be clear, crystal clear. So nobody's being left behind. They covered a lot of stuff, really in a short amount of time, believe it or not, because there's so many moving things and so many things happening at the same time, which is all good. I want to touch on a couple. When we talk about verifying people, okay? For me, this is super powerful and super, super important. If you look now, we've heard from Ash say that you're either building or you're repairing, okay? You're either going ahead or you have to back up and repair things that you wish you had done the first time. The thing with ONPASSIVE is because of the verification, if you go look at Facebook, I believe a few of the other ones, not TikTok yet, but you to be verified, we're talking a monthly payment with all of them, up into like $100 and some a year. Now that's repairing, because yes, they probably, looking back, wish they had done it because it's very expensive. The beauty of ONPASSIVE is when you come in, you have to be verified. Now, I know people look at it like, I don't want people to know that. Listen, let's look at this. Freedom of speech comes three-dimensional. Freedom of speech doesn't mean I can go out and blast anything I have to say, anything that comes out of my pie hole, but yet I'm going to use some fake name. There's something wrong with that. And I see where, well, I should be able to say what I want. Yeah, but your name's not Bulldog Frankie Frank, okay? You have a name. If you believe in what you're saying, you should have no problem saying, I am Marty DeGarmo, and here's what I believe. Now, the also beauty of that is nobody should be forcing something down the throat of somebody that maybe doesn't have the same thought about something or the belief of something. Another plus is OConnect will have clubs. You can invite people like-minded that have the same passion or hobbies as you do. So it was all looked at. It was designed so that see, the problem with social media now is a haven for people that love to live in the shadows, because they talk openly, but they won't even tell you who they are. And that's got to stop. And new technology is Be proud of who you are. Yes, you have a right to say whatever you want. Freedom of speech. Nobody believes that more than ONPASSIVE. But I love the point where you have the freedom. You're going to have the platform to yell from the rooftop. And you also have a platform that you can live your life to its fullest. You can take a passion and build that passion into something far beyond what what your dreams are. I mean, far beyond. And I love ONPASSIVE because it unlocks the door of living your fullest. Age doesn't always mean anything. I've met people that lived 100 years old. I've met people that lived 90s and 80s, thank God. But if you really didn't live and you didn't live your why, whatever that might be, to me, it's a waste. So a lot of people are looking for a place where they feel comfortable saying what they have to say and sharing it. And ONPASSIVE is that place. So if you've been looking for that and you want a place for your young adults, maybe your kids or even my grandkids, I worry about them going to some of these other ones because a click away from something that they shouldn't be seeing. There's no doubt about it. And ONPASSIVE is going to be clean. ONET's going to be clean. Everything about it's going to be clean. But why? Because people are going to verify who they are. So it's very important in the long run that this happens. It has nothing to do with stifling somebody's belief or what they want to say. It just goes back to you should be proud of what you have to say or don't say it. The other thing is on the Burj Khalifa yesterday, what this company has wrapped up and blanketed the whole world with is the highest technology on the planet and made it simple enough for my grandmother to use it. Now, that opens a lot of doors. I know people that have gone in some of these other conference room platforms, and they're intimidated because you can see in some of them, and I don't want to mention names, where they have repaired because some of the stuff you're looking for, where's this, doesn't really go where it should. Now, either there wasn't room for it there or they brought it in later or whatever. That's stacking poop, okay? So, but in ONPASSIVE, everything is going to be, when you walk in and you look down and you see these boxes, and as you put your mouse over it, it tells you what each one does. And you do not have to leave that area to cover everything you want to do that day. I mean, that's the beauty of ONPASSIVE. It's a one-click wonder. You can click and be here and click and be there and never leave what you're doing. I have marketed for 15 years, and I remember getting people in a meeting and you're talking and say at the end of this, send me an email or whatever. And there was that gap. And that gap, not that people deliberately, I'm not going to write this guy. Life goes on. As soon as the screen goes out, life goes on. They get up, the doorbell rang, somebody visited, you tripped over the dog, whatever happened. And then you go, what was I doing? What was that email again? And with like Connect, for example, call to action right on the screen. So if you're looking at it and you say, I have this, and this, and I'm going, wow, that's interesting. And you go to get your pencil and your pen and your paper out to write down there. You don't have to. Call to action comes up, you click the button, and you're there. You could save that website and look at it an hour from now, a half hour from now. That's the beauty of this. And remember, it's for everyone. I've never seen a company that was designed for everyone. Absolutely anyone and everyone. If you're looking to build a life where, yes, money's going to be there. It has to be. The ingredients of ONPASSIVE is definitely success money-wise, but success human-wise, where you can do and build and be whatever you want, there's nothing that's going to match it. And then you can say, well, how do you know? I said, I know because I've walked in crap for years. I've done everything, and I've seen it, and I'm going, man, is there anything out there that's fair to Bobby and Johnny and Linda Or is it just only good for 1 or 2% of the people? And this is good for everybody. Absolutely good for everybody. I'm not going to go over everything that was said. It's on everybody's YouTube channel, and Red pretty much covered everything. But I do want to tell people watching this, wherever you are, whether it's today, tomorrow, whatever, do yourself a favor. If you can join something for free and they give you 3 free products as of this recording that are unbelievable, state-of-the-art, AI, do yourself a favor. At least come look at what we're talking about. You don't know any one of us. And there's a good chance you don't know any of us. But we've all been down different roads, and we're not young chickens, okay? We know. And this is what I've been looking for my whole life. I got tired of looking at people say, I'm going to help you, which was a bald-faced lie. Wasn't my intent. I wanted to help people. I wanted to bring people with me, whatever success I had online. And it was impossible because the company or something in the system was rigged against 98% of the people. And ONPASSIVE was built for the people. And I'm going to give proof to that. And then I'm going to give it to Chris. The backbone of this company is something called OBless. Now, I'm talking to you about ONPASSIVE, obviously. ONPASSIVE, up to this point, has done nothing but give. And we're talking 5 years. Give. OBless is a platform to bless people. When that earthquake happened, this is a company that did not sell a product yet, sent truckloads of stuff to go help them. And when you have something like that, and if you look at that, that's why I'm saying, judge by the journey that ONPASSIVE is taking. Not by my mouth, not by Red or Chris or somebody else, because you've been burnt before. Look at where this company started, look at where they're at, look at what they've done, and then you make a judgment. You tell me, because I've never seen anything like it. They just did a video today about us giving and helping and building people up. The goal of the company is to lift humanity. And during that process, you can build your life in. He says, when you had those little dreams as a teenager or young 20s, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Everything looked possible. And then life put that collar around you and a chain and said, I don't think that's going to happen quite like you think. And the older you get, the more it disappears. But to come back at 59 years old and run into a company like this and realize I'm going to reach back into that cupboard and that rusty, disgusting looking dream that's all piled in the corner, bring it out and clean it up. And I can live that dream now and for the rest of my life. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. And like I said, do yourself a favor. Check it out for yourself. You gotta come look. And then you'll see, if you're looking, you'll see what we see. You don't have 3 guys here that could be doing anything on a Saturday afternoon. And we're here because we want to be. Anyway, I'm going to turn it over to Chris. But once again, magnificent meeting yesterday. Get the time, watch it. There's updates in the back office for people that are in ONPASSIVE. And like I said, if you want to see what we're talking about, TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're at, wherever you're watching us from, and right now there's 544 people, do yourself a favor, come in and find out for yourself. You'll be glad you did. That's my opinion. Anyway, love everybody. I hope you see what I see. And I'm going to turn it over to Chris Johnson.
Wow, wow, wow. I see what you see. Red, you did phenomenal as always. Marty, you did phenomenal as always. And here comes Mr. Excitement to fire you guys up. But let me straighten something out first. I see the comment in here by Mr. Jim that said, Red, you're confusing me. Listen to me. When you pay for your first paid product, the traffic is driven to you. Let's understand that. The company, when we say it's all done for you, it's all done for you. But you have the, I'm not even saying opportunity. You have the ability to go out and do for yourself. It is your business. But everyone seems to be confused on that. The company is going to do it all for you. The marketing, closing the sales, the camp, you name it, 365 days a year. So what Red said was perfect. He was setting examples. But once you pay for that Connect, which is coming out soon, guess what happens? The key to your engine starts up and traffic is driven to you. And I'm not talking about traffic going to work. You can throw that traffic away. We're talking about traffic that's going to come right to your home, your computer, your phone while you're on a beach, while you're fishing. Just remember that. Yeah, am I fired up? I have a whole new meaning now of when Ash said, you got to dream bigger. Your dreams ain't big enough. What I saw yesterday, he's absolutely correct. My dreams are not big enough. Some of my dreams are just to help people. And I look at it as the amount of people that we are all going to be able to help together as a team, but also individually for individuals that have things that they want to help with. I get them every day. It's an amazing thing. To know some guy wins $10,000 and immediately throws $1,000 back to Bless, that's a founder. This is what founders do. This is where we come from. We're not doing this because we want to be, look at us. None of us have never been that way. We're doing this because ONPASSIVE has put in this seed that we care about everybody. We want to help everyone. That's ONPASSIVE, what it does. And listen, you businesses out there that use the other product, you're going to be blown away with what we have. Number one, every business goes into business to make money. Actually, except Ash Mafar, he likes giving it away, but that's another story. You are going to save a ton of money on Connect. It's cheaper, it's better, it's faster, it's more colorful, it's unbelievable. I love it. But it also is going to affect everyone in the world as far as teaching. Now, we're talking one product. Now, all you people that keep texting me, what's the pay package? What did he say? Wait, you can go watch it. By the way, 17 YouTube channels. I want to thank you for supporting us, supporting ONPASSIVE. I also want to do a shout out to the world of founders who completely have stuck by faith, honesty, integrity with ONPASSIVE, what it really stands for. That is amazing to me. The brotherhood, the sisterhood that we have is unbreakable. That's what I love about it. Listen, my buddy just sent me this. And this is, I'm going to give you a big marketing tip for Mr. Jim that made that comment. And it's okay. We accept all comments. Wasn't a bad comment. I'm going to give you a little idea what I'm talking about. As of Monday, they're going to announce about the other Facebook. I'll say it. I ain't afraid of them. They're going to start charging people $4.99 to do something without even asking you. All right. They're just going to charge you. They've also been known, and they got sued many, many times because they took people's information and they sold it. Your pictures, they sold it. This is a great opportunity to go to my Facebook, copy and paste that message I put. It's under my buddy Dan McKenzie. Share it out and put up your affiliate link saying, come to ONET. We don't do any of that crap. All right. Now, don't say crap. Say nice things. I'm just hot about it. Guys, now is the time for the change. This is the direction Ash Mafar has been waiting for and watching. He's warned us 3 years ago. These other social media platforms are going to be in a lot of trouble because they're stealing people's information. Came to fruition. It was true. He hit it right on the head. He announced that to us before it was even brought up. That's the honest to God truth. He watches it like a hawk. He sees what everyone's doing wrong and says, oh, no, we are never going to do that. We are ONPASSIVE. We are unique. We are different. We are honest. We are transparent. And this is what ONPASSIVE is all about. I'm excited. I only came here because I said, man, you guys are going to be updating the great things. And I gotta pump these people up. If you weren't fired up, he shows up on the Rob Lynn show. He was being fun to show. I tell people he's being goofy with all the hats and he's having fun. He's a real guy. How many CEOs that you know that when they announce the winners, of the 10,000, whatever it was, 5,000, 3,000, 2,000, he's going, woohoo! How many CEOs do you know in this world that gets exciting about giving their money away? Huh? Ash Mafar, the CEO of the century, the CEO that's going to be the legend. I'm telling you that right now. We're not legends. We're just people that believe in what ONPASSIVE is all about and what Ash Mafar is trying to do with the world. Listen, people every single day knock us down. Every single day. You all know it. But I don't hear any of you complaining about the billions of dollars you lost because these other social platforms took your information and sold it out. I don't hear you complaining. I got a guy here, Ash Mafara, who's changing the world one person at a time, 1 million people at a time, 1 billion people at a time to better this world, to better humanity. And my gosh, I love him for it. Marty DeGarmo, I think that's all I got. If I missed something, oh, please go check out Media YouTube. It's cool. It's the coolest thing I ever seen. I can't wait. Artificial intelligence. It's here. Marty DeGarmo, back to you.
I think he just pulled something. He's going to hurt himself, that's for sure. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for being here. We're pretty pumped up about what happened. Every day's that way, though. If you come in on passive, about a year in, wow, it just keeps getting better. I might stop saying that because it sounds like I sound like an idiot, but it does. It gets better. Name a company you went in, and every month after it got better. I can't think of one until I got on passive. Not one. That's pretty sad. That's pretty sad. Anyway, if you guys are all done, I'm going to say goodbye. I'll see you all tomorrow at noon, Eastern Daylight Time. TikTok, thank you very much for being here. Like I said, I'm trying to get a stream key, so I put everybody on one screen. Anyway, I want to thank everybody, and we'll see you all. Like I said, check out everything. Everything we talked about is on video, or it's will be in the back office of Founders for right now. Anyway, see you all, and have a great day.